Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chan. Hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we are talking Thundercats.
Thundercats! Ho!
When I was doing some research for my 5 live-action show tours based on 80s and 90s cartoons, I came across a few tours I had never heard of before.
Try to reach for her neck and grab with both hands.
Oh, yikes. Okay, yikes.
And one of the most shocking was Thundercats Live.
Thundercats Live at Madison Square Garden. All your favorite TV superstars in person.
I didn't include it in my list video because I wanted to dedicate an entire video to it. I thought it deserved a special highlight. I noticed that a handful of you in my comment section knew about this show, but when I was doing my research, so many Thundercats fans commented that they had no idea the show existed. So that is what we are taking a look at today. For those of you unaware of the Thundercats franchise, it was originally an American animated TV series running for 130 episodes between 1985 and 1989. A group of cat-like humanoids escape their planet's destruction and find themselves on a new planet called Third Earth, where they have a little run-in with the locals, mutants, creatures, and of course Mum-Ra, the evil undead sorcerer. A CGI Thundercats movie was in the works, which was scrapped.
Drop something. I think you're gonna need that.
And there were even rumors of a possible live-action movie in the making, which still hasn't seen the light of day and probably never will. But we have seen the Thundercats come to life a few times. A popular fan edit made its way online as to what a real live-action movie could look like. We've seen Lion-O on Saturday Night Live.
Give us more cake, Danny. Oh, I touched this to that part and it felt good. I like this, Danny. Do this.
A Cats musical parody featuring a Thundercats cast. Holy moly, this is amazing. And there was this awesomely weird Brazilian dance show that I may have watched at least 20 times already.
Thundercats!
I mean, look how fabulous Mum-Ra is. Like, how did we not catch on that he was just a misunderstood mummy that just wanted to pursue his dancing career? But feast your eyes on this live version of the Thundercats. Thundercats Live. I think it was one of those you had to be there sort of things. You know, from the outside, this looks like something my cat would have a nightmare about. I mean, what? But I'm sure at the show itself, it was probably very fun and entertaining for young Thundercats fans. Or terrifying. Thundercats Live was a 90-minute live stage show tour that toured major cities across the US between 1987 and 1988. And because the vast majority of Thundercats fans didn't know about this tour when I was doing my research, I think it's safe to say it wasn't that successful. The stage show was filmed professionally at least one event, but sadly, no video has surfaced of the performance. We do, however, have the program books, a few promo photos, and this TV ad.
All your favorite TV superstars in person. An extravagant adventure with the high-flying Silverhawks. Your family will love the amazing Thundercats. See Gumby and Pokey. Music and excitement with the dancing street frogs. Your high-flying space-age Silverhawks. The fun-loving Karate Cats. Don't miss Thundercats Live, now through October 11th.
The show was produced by Rankin Bass and Lorimar, and when compared to other popular show tours like the He-Man Power Tour at the time, you know, perhaps the brains behind the tour didn't think the Thundercats could hold their own and carry the show themselves. So they brought in other super random characters from other shows under the Rankin and Bass name, like Silverhawks, Gumby and Pokey, Tiger Sharks, the Street Frogs, and Karate Cat. Although the Thundercats Live program says the Tiger Sharks were featured in the show, I couldn't find them physically in any media pictures or even in the TV video ad. There was an animated series under the Rankin and Bass name called The Comic Strip that featured 4 rotating cartoon segments that included the Mini Monsters, street frogs, karate cat, and tiger sharks. So I guess that's how all those randos got in. But I still have no clue how they managed to tie all these random characters together. You know, I could see the Thundercats and Silverhawks teaming up because they are outer space related, and the shows are essentially carbon copies of each other. But these other guys? Like what? As with many other live stage shows at the time, there was generally a narrator for the show, you know, like a master of ceremonies that guided the audience throughout the show, like Songster did in the He-Man Power Tour.
My name is Songster. Are you ready to hear the legends of Eternia? Masters of the universe!
In this case, well, that was Gumby and his trusty horse friend Pokey's job, who were on roller skates, which was another very popular spectacle tool at the time to wow a young audience. The show itself played out like a guided tour, where Gumby and Pokey tied all the random characters together by traveling from one world to the next. I don't know how you did it, you green son of a gun, but you did it. This show had something for everyone. Rollerblades, lights, zip lines, flying characters, Snarf for the horror fans, motorbikes for the kids, exercise instructor Chitara for the dads, and a bulging lino for all the moms in the audience. I guess, Bob Barker never made it to Third Earth. The costumes were jam-packed with color, muscle definition, and foam crotches. And while some of these costumes were pretty good, there's a few things terrifying about each. Snarf looks like what it would look like if Pennywise the Clown from It and Gollum had a baby. I'd say Lino looks, you know, the best, but they just couldn't get that hair right. Looks more like Carrot Top, and that bulge, I tell you, something's not right there. Tigra, unfortunately, has no neck, and I feel like there was a really good effort put into this one, even if that headpiece is sort of, Auntie Lynn helped me make this costume for school sort of vibe. Chitara's costume looks like a recycled David Bowie costume, and I had to double take. I was like, wait, wasn't her hair yellow? And isn't it supposed to look way better? What's up with everyone's hair piece getting messed up? Like, come on, hair department. You have one job. Hair. And then we have Panthro. Oh my. This guy doesn't even have hair and they messed it up. Panthro is just a bald head, and I don't remember the episode where Panthro contracted a giant parasitic growth on his head. Head and hair department. What do you have against these people? Two Thundercats villains were also featured in the show, Monkeyan and Jackalman, who rode motorcycles. Why Mum-Ra wasn't invited to the show? Who knows? Maybe they thought he was too terrifying for young kids, or maybe he was pursuing his other passions. The Silverhawks cast included Quicksilver, Steelheart, Steel Will, Copper Kid, Bluegrass, and villains Poker Face and Melodia. Now, these costumes were pretty awesome. The head and hair department clearly didn't have anything against these guys. I don't know why Monstar, the main villain, wasn't in this segment either. Maybe he was too scary for kids again, or... Within the Street Frogs were Dr. Slick, Moose the Loose, and Loretta with her 4 dancing froggettis. The Karate Cat cast included Karate Cat and his ninja helpers, as well as Katie McClaw. And within the Gumby Adventures cast was, of course, Gumby and Pokey. But it's hard not to pokey fun at this show, because it just seemed like a giant random mixing pot filled with tacky costumes, frogs, rollerblades, foam crotches, and strobe lights. But like I said at the beginning of this video, it was probably one of those events where you had to actually be there to fully appreciate it and not just judge it by its cheesy flavor appearance. So to all those collectors out there and Thundercats fans, be on the lookout for some Thundercats live merchandise, like the show program booklets, the pennant flags, and maybe even a Sword of Omens souvenir that someone picked up during the intermission. So in the comments down below, I'd love to know what you thought of this show from the promo images. Did you ever hear about this show back in the day, and did you actually attend the show? If so, shed some light on your experience for us. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come out with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you all so much for watching, and stay legendary.